Hi guys, Rain here again, and today we're going to be talking about my bro, PewDiePie. Now, he recently did a video on this topic himself, so this is just my take on that topic, and the link to his video is going to be in the description. And there's going to be some GTA gameplay in the background, so just so you have something to look at and enjoy. But let's get down to business. Now, I'm a working man, so I don't have time to follow all the Pew's antics, but he's definitely good at what he does. And recently, a magazine released his 2014 earnings, and as suspected, there was some outrage from just about everybody on the internet. Just to put this into perspective, last year, 2014, he made the equivalent of $7.5 million. Of course, this is paid out in whatever Swedish money is. I think it's something that starts with a K. Kanar, kun, whatever. Anyway, Swede money. Now, for some people, that might seem to be a lot of money for any YouTube star, or for any person for that matter. But if you look at it, he has an average of 10 million views per day. Now, when it comes to ad revenue, that translates into something. And 10 million isn't really much to laugh at there. Imagine if you had 10 million people in any one place. That'd be a massive group of people. Now, before we get into any further, I'm going to go ahead and explain how YouTubers make money on YouTube, because that might enlighten you for the rest of the conversation, just in case you don't know. A YouTuber gets paid based on ad revenue. That's how many people view the video and the ads in front of the video or embedded in the video. Now, the amount of money gained is usually around $2 to $3 for every 1,000 views, although it can sometimes vary depending on certain things. That's usually the general rule. Now, this is why I don't have ads, because I don't get enough views to make more than a couple cents, so it's not really worth it. Unless you want to refresh that video, you know. Harmless self-promotion. Though so with 10 million people watching him every day, let's just assume that's $2 per 1,000 for math's sake, although he probably gets more than that since he's so, big. So after some not so complicated math, that makes an average of $20,000 a day. Now that seems quite a bit, more than some people make in the year in the US alone. And the US has a fairly high minimum wage comparative to the rest of the world, so in general, that's more than most people on the planet get in a year. So that is quite a bit. I'm not going to lie there. However, let's not forget that this year alone, he raised $1 million for charity. Oh, I'm sorry, that was actually last year, focusing on 2014 here. So at least he's doing good things while making a ton of dough. And also, it doesn't seem to really be going to his head. I mean, he avoided talking about all this money for all these years just to avoid this hassle. Because he knew that some people wouldn't understand, and all he wants to do is make videos and entertain people. And that's something that most people forget. YouTubers, they start somewhere. This doesn't start as a business. It starts as a hobby. It's something that you enjoy doing, that you do on your free time. And if it turns into a business that can support you, then that's fine. Great for you. That's what a lot of people dream about. But for most people, including myself, it's just a hobby. Now, back onto the monetization part of it. The average, let's just stop right here and compare ad revenue from YouTube to normal TV and cable ads. And if you do that, you'll really see he makes a lot less than what he should be making for the kind of pull he takes. So for sake of comparison, let's compare PewDiePie to the Super Bowl. PewDiePie has 10 billion views. 2015 Super Bowl has 114 million views. That's PewDiePie's about 100 times as popular as the last Super Bowl. Now, one 30-second Super Bowl commercial was about, on average, $4.5 million to put on there. There was 71 Super Bowl commercials this year. So after some more math, that adds up to $319,500,000. Now, PewDiePie has provided 100 times that number of views, and therefore entertained, 100 times the people, for say, and pulled 100 times the amount of views towards the advertisements on his channel. And compared to that, he makes scraps. And I think that's a lot of, there's actually a good reason for that. And that's because when you are a YouTube entertainer, you aren't really sort of labeled the same way. Because to be honest, there isn't much of a requirement. A lot of people can do it. Very low entry bar. In acting, there's a stigma that you have to be beautiful or know the right people or have a crazy talent. With sports, you obviously need to be athletic and, also make those connections. And you have to put in a ton of effort. And with, YouTube, you just kind of have to be entertaining. Which it can be pretty easy. And, if you think about it, PewDiePie when he started YouTube, he worked at a hot dog stand. He was just a college kid working a shitty part-time job, and he came home and did what he enjoyed doing. He went out and he made these videos and entertained people. And if people enjoy that and choose to, actually watch him and enjoy his entertainment, then good for him. When someone starts this, it's not about the money. It's about doing what you enjoy doing and wanting to do that every day of your life. Now, if it provides the money you need to support yourself and thrive off of it, then that's an amazing gift, and that's something that a lot of people look for and a lot of people want. Now, I'm not going to, say that everyone's aspiring to be PewDiePie, because that's the thing, is that everyone is going in their own direction, and everyone has their own goal, and everyone wants to be themselves in the sense of it. Some people might want PewDiePie's success, but, I don't want to be the next PewDiePie. I want to be the next Rain, the best Rain, the first Rain, because Rain does gaming so good. Anyways, that was just a little bit of my take on the situation and how money really fits in with the whole YouTube thing. If you want to talk more about it, go ahead and hit the comments button and subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see some more content. This is Rain.